So this is Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined once again by super lightweight K Prosper. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
No, anytime, mate, anytime. You're out in Portugal at the moment, right? And part of the Dillian Whyte, Xavier Miller team training out there?
Yes. I'm out here for Dillian Whyte's upcoming fight on the 30th of October. I'm sparring Yusuf Kamari, getting ready for his fight. He's got a big fight against Jorge Castaneda, a really good fighter from Mexico. So yeah, we're just working it together as a team, and hopefully, yeah, we're going to get a win.
And when's your next fight going to be going on? Because you're putting in the work, obviously lovely facilities over there. When's that going to come to fruition?
It's awesome. I haven't got an actual fight date. A few things in the pipeline. I'm either hoping to get a fight ready for the British. I'm hoping to get Sam Maxwell in there, which would be awesome. Or it's talks about maybe fighting Robbie Davies Jr. So they're the kind of fights I'm looking at. So obviously I need to be fully prepped and ready for these fights because they're big fights. But yeah, so we're just keeping our fingers crossed.
As you mentioned the British, what did you make of Sam Maxwell's Lonsdale belt winning victory over Akeem Ennis-Brown, Riddy? What did you make of it? And did you see him ahead at the end?
Yeah, it was a good fight. It was close. I don't think neither of the fighters won it by a landslide. But I had Akeem just edging it. Although, yes, he's not landing big hurtful shots. I think he was doing the more cleaner work. He was landing a lot of punches, making Sam miss a lot. And I wasn't surprised that the fight that was being so close, that Sam got the nod. Obviously, it was on his promotions, and he was on the A side. So I understand that maybe he just edged it in that sense. But in all fairness, I think really just edged it.
The last time we saw you in action was back in April. Challenge abroad, of course, for the European super lightweight title. Didn't go your way, unfortunately, against Sandor Martin. How do you reflect on that? I'm sure you've watched it back a few times since. How do you review your own performance, if you like?
Yeah, I watched it back. Me and Java sat down. We've kind of like picked the bones out of it, and we had some successes, and a lot of things that we was doing. It didn't really have the desired effect, but we didn't want to just have a game plan and then just throw it away after the first couple of rounds. I just think, all in all, I could have boxed a lot better. I think I'll give that credit to Sandor. I think he was very sharp, very elusive. And also on top of that, I wasn't really given opportunity to really get my teeth into him. The referee was very breaking my rhythm. I've learned a lot from it. And as far as the camp, could have been better. I mean, not fighting for so long, maybe that's shown up on the day. I mean, different factors really, but I've come out of it happy for the experience and the lesson that I learned from it. I would definitely take on to the future, and yeah, good luck to Sandor in his next fight.
Well, talking of that, he's obviously out at the weekend against Mikey Garcia. When you look at that, is there a kind of pang of disappointment? Obviously, you're disappointed to not win the fight anyway, but is there a pang of disappointment in that it could have been you potentially against the Mikey Garcia if you were the European champion?
Exactly that. It's like a double-edged sword, but hit from one side and hit from another side. I knew that winning that fight would open up some massive doors. Obviously, we didn't know what was actually going to be the possibilities, but that's the kind of things that I could have been in line for. And that's what even boxing for. I want to box at the highest level and test myself against world-level opponents. I think Sandor Martin is a world-level opponent, but obviously not being the biggest of names. You know what I mean? People don't give me any credit for even just going the 12 rounds and giving them a good tussle. But I think after that fight, hopefully people will respect what I actually did in the whole circumstances, and just wait and hopefully see me go again at the same kind of level.
Do you give him a shot against Mikey at the weekend?
I'll give him a shot. He's very, very, very technical. He's very sharp. But as far as winning the fight, it might be hard for him because he's a very back foot fighter. That's what he does well. He boxes on the back foot and he's very negative. You know what I mean? And for him to win a fight against Mikey Garcia, he's not going to win on the back foot. You know what I mean? He's going to go out there and he's going to force the fight to some extent. But I think people see the kind of level of fighter that is. He won't get blown out, I don't think. And you know what? It's boxing. You never know. Like people say you can't punch, but you know, with them small gloves, you catch someone with the right timing, and you're at that level. You know what I mean? You never know what might happen. And I think I'd love to go again with Sandor, or you know, hopefully get he's vacated the belt now. I'm still high ranked in the European, so it's not unquestionable for me to get another shot against someone else for the European, and then just push on to the likes of fighters like Mikey Garcia and just hopefully fulfill my lifelong dream of fighting for world title.
You mentioned Robbie Davies Jr. as a potential opponent earlier. Do you think that's something that could go ahead for the European title potentially?
Exactly. These are kind of talks that my team's in talks with the Matchroom and his management team. He just changed trainer. He's now with Shane McGuigan. I've done a lot of work with Josh Taylor and Luke Campbell. Josh Taylor and Luke Campbell. So Shane knows that I'm a credible opponent. He's lost. He lost not too long ago against a good fighter. So he needs a good comeback fight. If he can get back in there for a European title, because he's well ranked as well, I think that fight makes a lot of sense. And he's the kind of fight that I would love to be in with. I think it'd be exciting. I think I wouldn't have to go looking for him. He'd want to come and fight me, or you want to try and put him in my place, and I'd be trying to do the same to him. So they're the kind of fights that I hope can come to fruition. Yeah.
How beneficial is it for you being out there in Portugal, not just training alongside world-class performer like Dillian Whyte, but just being in those facilities, warm weather training when it's turned into winter, autumn, winter here in the UK? How beneficial is that?
Yeah, you can't underestimate how impactful it is for someone who's in my line of work, like as a professional boxer. The warm weather, the facilities, just the environment. There's some good boys over here. Watching people spar, and it's world-class sparring, and then you're going in after them, and you want to keep to the same level. Just like I do a lot of things back home, and just the distraction, just the not having no distractions alone, allows me to really be able to push hard in every session. I'm training hard. I'm coming back knackered. I'm sleeping. I'm coming back refreshed. Like these are the kind of things that I needed to be doing in order for me to step from going from English level to European level. But I wasn't able to do that before that fight. You know what I mean? My training was ad hoc. My trainer, Javier Miller, who's so good, he was over here with Dillian. So I didn't really have him to the last week or so. So I just think if I can do this and be in there against one of these top level fighters, you'll see a much better performance. And I honestly feel I can win and I can push on.
Brilliant. Now, before I let you go, just remind people out there how they can find you on the different social media platforms, what your handles are.
Yeah, please check me out on K_Prosper on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Shout out to my sponsors, JB Interiors, Clement Consultancy, Auto Removals, KMT, and Bravos. They've really been helping me out, so really check them out. They're good guys. And I've just got to say, thank you for having me on. And watch your space.
And just for me, just my own curiosity, is it Prosper the way it's spelled on your top right now, or is it Prosper with an E at the end?
It's a weird one, my name's not actually supposed to have an E on the end of my name. My mother hasn't got an E on the end of her name, but somehow, somewhere, I don't know if in the 60s or 70s, she was smoking a bit of marijuana or something, but I've got an E on them, none of my other siblings have. So I kind of have, but I haven't, in a sense. Yeah, so it's a bit of a weird one.
Like what, when she registered your birth certificate or something, then an E got added?
Yeah. I don't know if it's supposed to have an E or she put it on there, but it's not supposed to, but on my birth certificate it has. So I play both sides when I'm ready.
Brilliant. All right. I was just curious. Really appreciate your time. We'll have to do this again as soon as you've got a fight date in the books.
Most definitely. Hopefully I'll be able to come back here soon with some fight news. Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. Well, I might see you on fight week. I'll be in and around it for the 30th. So hopefully you'll be there too.
Yeah, I'll catch you out. I'm going to be there.
All right, brilliant. I'll see you there.